Hey everyone, Tim Reset here from the MBAA, back with another pre-race video. The second race in our series is the Estrella Hedgehog Hustle, presented by Cadence Promotions, which is our merchandise vendor. So they do all our signs and merchandise, hats, t-shirts, all that kind of stuff. So if you need anything for your business, or if you're doing a conference or trade show or something like that, they're a great option. They're right here in Chandler. Really good folks over there at Cadence Promotions. So a couple of changes for Estrella from white tanks. I just wanted to run through a handful of those and then a handful of other important pieces of information for the race itself. For Estrella, the expert men will be broken out into three waves instead of being one large group. It'll be the elite men and then the expert 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 to 29, and 30 to 39. That will all be one group. That'll be the first wave. And then we've broken out the 40 to 49 and 50 plus. You guys will be in the second wave. And then the third wave will be our expert single speed men. The only guys that will be eligible for payout will be in that first wave. So if you're 40 plus or a single speeder and you want to race for the cash, you got to switch to elite. Expert women, expert and elite women, you'll remain the same like you've always been. All the women will race together. All of you gals will be eligible for cash. At Estrella, we do have primitive camping again. It's $15 a night. You can pay at the self-pay station, $7 just to enter the park. There's no parking attendance, so please pay at the self-pay station. Plenty of space at the Estrella. Parking areas for camping. If you've never been to the competitive track, that's where the race takes place. There's Estrella Regional Park further to the west, and the Estrella competitive track, that's where the race is, that's where the venue is, and everything's happening at the competitive track. So if you get off the 10 and head down towards Phoenix International Raceway, there's a brown sign on the right side of the road that says competitive track, and you hang a left, and it looks like you're going sort of between the raceway and a bunch of big parking lots, but that will take you back to the competitive track. If you got a series plastic number plate with your name on it, a green plastic plate, you need to bring that plate each race. That's your plate for the entire season. Don't lose it. If you forget it and you need another one at the race, we're gonna have to charge you $10 so we can get you a new plate, a new RFID chip, so that you can race. The call-ups for Estrella will be based on McDowell, so it'll be our top 5 from each category will get called up, and then everybody else will be called to the line after that. The following races, it'll be McDowell plus Estrella, and then McDowell plus Estrella plus white tanks, so kind of the series standings will be our call-up order. And then we'll stage riders 5 minutes prior to your wave start. If you've got a team and you want to set up a team tent, you can do that. If you go to the Estrella race page, you'll find the start times, the lap counts, the link to reserve a team tent spot in the venue. And if you want to come out and sell something, you want to be a sponsor or a vendor, we can also get you hooked up with that as well. Also for teams, the deadline for team competition is Sunday the 22nd. So if you want to sign up for the Little Ring or the Big Green Team, you need to do that and have your roster finalized by Sunday. So no exceptions. Once we go beyond Sunday, we're going to start tallying up team points, and you can't be swapping out riders later in the season because it's not fair to everybody else who's already got their rosters final. Friday, we'll do a packet pickup from 4 to 5. We'll also be doing Geiger Coaching. We'll be doing another skills clinic from 4 to 5 on Friday at Estrella. If you're new to racing or you're not sure which category you should be in, your race age is whatever age you're going to be on December 31st of this year. So at December 31st of this year, how old will you be? That's the age bracket that you need to be signing up for. We'll also be doing another kids race on Sunday at 12:30, and that will take place. There's a nice little beginner loop on the east side of the parking lot, which is kind of, if you look at our venue map, it's towards the back of the start chute area. That's where the kids race will take place if your kids want to get familiar with the course. We'll also have t-shirts, hats, and socks available. Those are all 25 bucks each. We'll be marking the course. We're planning to mark the Friday before the race. Typically we go out the weekend before, but there is some rain in the forecast for this weekend, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then the arrows get all droopy and we have to go back and redo it all. So it's pretty easy to follow if you download the course maps or GPX files from the website, and you can go out and pre-ride. That's totally fine, just as long as it's not super wet and you're leaving a giant rut. Totally fine to go out and pre-ride, but we won't have it marked until the Friday before the race. Marathon riders, this Saturday and Sunday, so the weekend prior to the race, there is an Aravaipa running race on the regional park side. So we ask you not to pre-ride the marathon course on Saturday or Sunday morning. If you want to go out there Sunday afternoon, you can, but there's going to be a lot of runners once you leave the competitive track and head over to do the red loop. So just keep an eye on that. Let's see. We did have a little bit more trash at McDowell out on course that our sweeps were picking up. So if you do your best to pack it in and pack it out. If you do drop something trying to get in your pocket, not the end of the world. Later on, either in the race or after the race, just try to pick up another piece of trash, just to kind of offset your trash deposit, if you will. But do your best to get your water bottles back in your cage, put your food or gel wrappers back in your pocket and that sort of thing. Also, if you don't finish, please come and tell us at the timing tent. Yes, we do have sweeps that go out after the race and check for any bodies laying there on course, but it's helpful to know, hey, you got a flat and you weren't able to fix it, and so you did not finish, so we're not out there searching for people and wondering what happened to various riders. We'll be collecting bike gear again. So if you have used bike gear or clothing, you can drop it off at the registration or merchandise tent this weekend at Estrella, at the Estrella race. And then juniors, we're going to set that tent up at White Tanks on Sunday. So you can make your donations for used cycling gear and clothing at Estrella and also White Tanks. But then we're going to set up the junior gear drive, is what we're calling it, at White Tanks, and you can pick from shoes, all kinds of stuff. We had some really cool stuff donated. Some of the stuff was nearly brand new, and so juniors, you can come and pick from that on Sunday at Estrella. We're also collecting clothes for foster kids. So if you're going through your closets or whatnot, and you got some extra clothes or going through old stuff and you want to donate it, you can drop it off at the MBAA registration tent. And then also put some information on in the newsletter about an autism fundraiser, bike fundraiser that we're helping promote. So lots of good stuff going on. Estrella is a really fun race. The trails are in awesome condition thanks to the West Valley Trail Alliance and all the trail work that they do out there. Let's see, the marathon course again is a fixed course. So you'll be doing the red loop and then 2 black loops, and you have 3.5 hour cutoff. So just like McDowell, if you're going through the red loop and then you do your first black loop and then you hit that 3.5 hours, you're not disqualified, you're just finished. You don't have to go out and do the second black loop. If you have questions, you can shoot us an email, info@mbaa.net. Hope you all have a great race weekend, and we'll see you soon.